Hey everyone, today we're making homemade Malaysian style meat curry powder. It's a fragrant and flavorful blend of spices that forms the foundation of many Malaysian or Malaysian Indian style curry dishes. This is a handy recipe that I always have in my pantry. To start out, we're going to measure out 3 tablespoons of cumin seeds, as well as 2.5 tablespoons of fennel seeds, and I don't find the need to measure all the spices in grams. Using a regular tablespoon or teaspoon works for me. We're adding 3/4 of a tablespoon of cinnamon sticks that I've broken into small pieces, half a tablespoon of black peppercorns, half a tablespoon of green cardamom pods, half a tablespoon of star anise broken into small pieces, and a small slice of nutmeg. I'm using the whole spice, just a small slice here. If you don't have this, you can use the ground powder. Half a teaspoon of cloves, 1 tablespoon of chana dal, 3 bay leaves, half a tablespoon of uncooked raw rice. You can use short grain or long grain, whatever you have. Now we're going to add all these spices into a dry pan and toast them on a medium flame for 2 minutes, stirring continuously. As soon as the spices begin to become fragrant and are popping a little, you want to remove them from the pan. Now it's important to remove the spices from the pan before they turn dark to prevent the risk of your spice mix becoming bitter. So we've added all the toasted spices to a small spice grinder, allow it to cool off a bit, and then we're going to add some powdered spices, 5 tablespoons of coriander powder, 3 to 5 tablespoons of mild chili powder. I'm using a mild chili powder. If you're using hot chili powder, you can reduce the quantity used. And next we need about 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, and I might add a little bit more after I've ground the spices together. Half a tablespoon of white pepper powder is also added, and I do recommend adding half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt crystals or other salt crystals. It tends to enhance the flavor of any spice mix as well as reduces any bitterness. Once it's ground to a fine powder, I often do a taste test, and if I don't really get the turmeric flavor in there, I add maybe a half a teaspoon extra. Grind it once again and your Malaysian style meat curry powder is ready. I hope you try this the next time you're making a meat curry dish. It's good for mutton or chicken and even vegetarian dishes. In the next video, we'll be making a Malaysian style chicken curry or Kari Ayam that uses this meat curry powder. So hope to see you in the next one.